Every single day, Coca-Cola serves up a mind-boggling 1.9 billion drinks worldwide. That's more than the population of China. But how does this bubbly behemoth keep the world refreshed 24/7? What really goes on behind those big red doors of a Coca-Cola factory? Well, buckle up because we're about to take a fizzy ride through the secret world of the world's favorite drink. It all started back in 1886 when a curious Atlanta pharmacist named Dr. John S. Pemberton whipped up a peculiar syrup in his backyard. Little did he know, he had just mixed up a recipe for global domination. Fast forward to today, and Coca-Cola's got its fizzy fingers in over 200 countries, with more than 3,500 different drinks under its belt. Despite being everywhere, Coca-Cola's still got some tricks up its sleeve, aka the famous secret formula. Today we're gonna spill the beans, or should I say the syrup, on everything from how they make that perfect fizz to the wide world of bottling that happens at lightning speed. Ready to dive into the empire of Coca-Cola? Let's pop the top on this carbonated adventure. Starting with the ingredients, what goes into that iconic red can? It's not just fizzy magic. First up, water. It's the main player, making up about 90% of your Coke. But not just any water, Coca-Cola uses super clean, filtered H2O. They're picky about it, and for good reason. Next, we've got sugar, lots of it. In the US, it's often high fructose corn syrup, but around the world, it varies. Europe loves beet sugar. Asia's all about cane sugar. Sweet, right? Now the secret stuff, Coca-Cola's special flavoring. It's so hush-hush, they ship it in plain boxes. No labels, just numbers. But here's a cool twist. Coca-Cola's trying to be more open these days. They've even made a map showing where they get their top ingredients. And get this, they're not just buying stuff. They're helping farmers too. In China, they're boosting corn yields. In India, they're doubling mango harvests. Not bad, Coke, not bad. Now that we know where Coca-Cola's ingredients come from, let's focus on the most important one, water. So how do they make sure the water's top-notch? It's like a spa day for water droplets. First up, pre-filtration. This step kicks out all the big chunky stuff. Next, it's time for reverse osmosis. Fancy name, but it's just a super fine filter. It catches tiny bits you can't even see. But wait, there's more. UV light zaps any sneaky germs that might be left. Then activated carbon filters jump in. They're like vacuum cleaners for smells and weird tastes. Finally, one last polish. It's like giving the water a final shine before it meets the syrup. All this fuss for water? You bet. Coca-Cola's not messing around when it comes to quality. They've spent big bucks on this stuff. We're talking about $1 billion on water treatment. With our water sparkling clean, it's time to mix it with secret syrup. The syrup is like the secret sauce of Coca-Cola. It's where the magic happens. But here's the kicker. Nobody knows exactly what's in it. Well, almost nobody. The recipe is so hush-hush, it's locked up tighter than Fort Knox. Not even a joke here. Only a handful of people know the full recipe. Talk about keeping a secret. So how do they make this mysterious syrup? Let's break it down. First, they mix sugar with water. Simple enough, right? Then comes the caramel for that rich brown color. Next, they add a dash of phosphoric acid. It gives Coke its tangy kick. Don't forget the caffeine, it's what keeps you coming back for more. And finally, the secret ingredient mixes in. That's the real mystery. They call this mix Merchandise 7X. Sounds like something from a spy movie. The whole process is super controlled, no peeking allowed. Coca-Cola takes the secrecy seriously. They've got some crazy security measures. There's even a special vault for the formula. It's like a fortress. But all this secrecy isn't just for show. It's big business. The formula's value? Priceless. It's Coca-Cola's crown jewel. Once the syrup is ready, we need to give it that signature fizz. Ever wondered why your soda goes psh when you open it? That's carbonation at work. Carbonation is what gives Coke its natural fizz. It's all about adding tiny bubbles to the drink. Here's how it goes down though. They mix carbon dioxide gas with the syrup and water. It's simple enough, right? But wait, there is a catch. They do this under high pressure and super cold temps. Why? Because cold liquid holds more gas. It's like a bubble party in there. The magic happens in big machines called carbonators. They're like bubble factories. These machines force the gas into the liquid. It's under pressure, about 30 to 40 psi. Don't know what psi means? No worries. It's a fancy way to measure pressure. The colder the liquid, the more bubbles it can hold. That's why warm soda tastes flat. Coca-Cola keeps its mix at about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temp, 1 liter of water can hold about 3 grams of CO2. And that's a lot of fizz. But it's not just about the bubbles. The gas also makes the drink a bit tangy. How? It turns into something called carbonic acid. Don't worry, it's not the scary kind of acid. The whole process is non-stop. The fizzy drink goes straight to bottling. Why so fast? To keep all those bubbles trapped until you pop that top. And there you have it. That's how Coca-Cola gets its signature fizz. Now it's time to get this bubbly brew into bottles. Coca-Cola's bottling lines are super fast. Like blink and you'll miss it fast. In China, they've got a line that can fill 120,000 cans per hour. That's crazy fast. But it's not just about speed, it's about getting it right every single time. These machines are smart. They know exactly how much to pour into each bottle. No more, no less. Just perfect every time. How cool is that? And the bottles, they come in all shapes and sizes. Plastic, glass, cans, you name it. But here's a fun fact. Most Coke comes in plastic bottles. About 57% of it, actually. The labels go on just as fast as the bottles get filled. It's like a dance, really. Whoosh, the bottles get filled, zip, on goes the label, and bam, it's sealed and ready to go. But wait, there is a little bit more here. They've got these fancy machines that check every single bottle. If something's not quite right, out it goes. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And just like that, your Coke is bottled, labeled, and ready for the next step. Want to know where it goes next? Before that, let's do a quick quality check. You might think making soda is easy. Mix some syrup, add fizzy water, and boom, but it's not that simple. Coca-Cola takes quality seriously, really seriously. They've got a whole army of taste testers and tech wizards. Every step of the process gets checked, and double-checked, and triple-checked. First up, the water. It's gotta be pure, like really pure. They test it over and over. Then comes the syrup. Too sweet? Not sweet enough? They've got machines for that. The fizz factor? You bet they check that too. Nobody wants a flat Coke, right? But it's not just about taste. They look for any tiny problem. A crooked label, out it goes. They've got these fancy machines with eagle eyes. They spot things we can't even see. And the human touch? Yep, that's still important. Lab techs run tons of tests every day. They're checking for germs, weird tastes, even how the bottle looks. Talk about picky. But here's the kicker. If something's not right, everything stops. The whole line shuts down. Why so strict? Because they want every Coke to taste the same, whether you're in New York or New Delhi. Once they pass all the tests, it's time to ship them, and you get them in the store. But sometimes things get a little messier. Yeah, we are talking about controversy. But before we jump into this, if you're enjoying the ride so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite brands. Now let's dive into the controversies surrounding Coca-Cola. Yep, even the big guys have their problems. First up, water. It's a big deal. Coca-Cola's been in hot water over this one. In India, they've been accused of drinking towns dry. Can you believe that? Whole communities left thirsty. One town, Plashamada, even shut down a Coca-Cola plant. They said it was stealing their water. But it's not just India. This has happened in other countries too. It's like Coke's got a serious case of the thirsties. Now let's talk air. Coca-Cola's been caught polluting too. In 2014, they got in trouble with the EPA. That's the Environmental Protection Agency, by the way. They had to pay a big fine, $165,900 to be exact. I wonder how many soda bottles that would be. But wait, there's more. Quality control has been a bit fizzy lately. In 2023, they had to recall thousands of cans. Why? There was foreign material inside. Ugh. And in 2024, it happened again, this time in Austria. 28 million bottles. Can you even imagine that? They thought there might be metal bits in the drinks. That wouldn't be refreshing, would it? Oh, and let's not forget the sugar mix-up. Zero sugar Minute Maid that wasn't so zero after all. That could have been dangerous for people watching their sugar intake. Not cool, Coke. Not cool. So what does all this mean? Well, it shows that even big companies can mess up, but Coke is on a mission to clean up its act. So what's Coke doing to save the planet? Quite a bit, actually. First up, recycling. Coca-Cola wants all its packaging to be recyclable by 2025. That's a big deal. And get this, they're aiming for 50% recycled content in their packaging by 2030. Not too shabby either. But how are they doing so far? Well, in 2023, 90% of their packaging was recyclable. Not bad. They're also using more recycled plastic. In 2023, 17% of their bottles were made from recycled stuff. But Coke is not stopping there. They're getting creative with their eco-friendly moves. In the Philippines, they launched bottles made from 100% recycled plastic. They've even got catchy campaigns to get people recycling. Tepan to Ipon sounds fun, doesn't it? Now let's talk energy. Coke's trying to use less of it in their factories. They've got this program called #Top20 Energy Savers. It's a fancy name for saving power. It's all about making their machines run smarter, not harder. Less energy, same great taste. And renewable energy? Yeah, they're on it. Solar panels on roofs in Egypt? Nice and sunny. In Nigeria, they're switching to cleaner energy too. Good on ya, Coke. But here's the big question. Can Coca-Cola really go green? Or is it just fizzy promises? You tell me. The comment box is open for you. Thanks for watching. See you the next time for more behind-the-scenes fun.